plagued by reboots, haunted by sequels, dominated by the same old shit. Get ready for an original podcast that will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you. Starring Ginger Josh, Adam the Hare, and introducing the immortal Frank. Hold on to your butts. It's the Game Rage Movies TV Podcast.
That is. Yes, indeed. Here we are.
What the fuck that?
Yeah, no, when you're going down there.
Huh?
I'm here with Frank.
I guess.
I'm Josh. Here, and I'm going to mute it. There we go. Welcome to the latest episode of the Game Rage Movies and TV Podcast. And if you want to hear all of our other podcasts, you can go to GameRageMagazine.com. You can also go follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine, Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. If you want to follow Frank and hear all the anime news, you can go to anime_syndicate_podcast. And you can talk about all things anime with Frank. So today, well, before we get into that, I would say, till Frank comes back at least, big shout out, big thanks to everybody who has been listening. Also, I keep forgetting to plug YouTube. You can follow us on YouTube at Game Rage Magazine, at Game Rage Magazine on YouTube, if you want to listen there. YouTube is where we're at also. So you can listen to us on that as well. Today, we are going to be but we're going to be talking about and reviewing and discussing, I guess, the Adult Swim show Smiling Friends, Season 1. Because there's 2 seasons?
Yeah.
All right.
Second season just dropped.
Okay, so we're going to do Season 1 today, right now. Is Season 2 all the way out?
I think so.
All right, cool. We'll all watch that next week, and we could do another one. Watch it on Season 2. Smiling Friends. This show's hilarious.
Wow.
What?
Finally got one.
Well, technically it's a separate category because it's not anime.
I said I finally got one.
I guess that's fair enough. So, yeah, I fucking enjoyed the shit out of this show. I liked basically every episode. Man, that one where they go to that Dungeons and Dragons universe was fucking hilarious, man. Turns out the whole time that guy was the fucking stalker, and they're like, well, he's dead. And she's like, oh, well, that was my stalker. And they're like, well, shit. Well, I guess technically we made you smile. Hooray. That was funny. And that other one that Halloween one was funny where he goes across to get the fucking firewood, and he's like, don't go over the fucking bridge, the rickety bridge. Why? Why? Is it too scary and crazy up there? No.
Oh, and then he turned around, he's gone. Oh, okay. He turned back, he's fine.
Yeah. He's like, no.
The boss is probably the best character.
Yeah, he is. He's fucking hilarious. And this show is a typical, I don't know, maybe that's not the right word, but this is a classic Adult Swim fucking show. And I love Adult Swim. It's different enough to where it's just not the same shit on repeat, right? I mean, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And this is really reminiscent of any Adult Swim fucking animated show because they're kind of unhinged and off the rails.
Well, man, this is these are guys that do videos like this on YouTube.
Yeah. So it's akin to those kind of shows.
Right.
It's whatever. Frisky Dingo, fucking, which is another great show that we were talking about earlier. Obviously, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, another great show. C Lab 2021, even the Venture Brothers. The Venture Brothers was a fucking great show.
It was.
And
It did fall off hard though.
yeah, those last couple of seasons were kind of hard to watch. But I think they just ran out of ideas. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where I also think that that's where you have the problems, is when you have a show that's on too long. Mm-hmm. And I get it. If it's popular and it works, you want to continue it. But I kind of fell off on Archer, and I kind of fell off on like Rick and Morty, because I kind of felt like, all right.
Well, we followed Rick and Morty because we couldn't find a way to find it.
That's true, because it was only on cable. Mm-hmm. Now I think it's on HBO. Maybe we should start watching that again, see if it's any good. Archer, I'm not caught up on the latest season. I don't know if I'm done with it. I don't know if it's been around too long. It was cool. They did change it up like on that show towards the end, or the last few seasons, where it was like, oh, him in like 1920s detective style, him in like an Indiana Jones kind of smuggler kind of weird movie, type of situation, right? So that was interesting, I guess. He was living in these like fantasy worlds. There was one in space, that was an interesting way to kind of mix it up. But this show, I don't know how many seasons this is going to be good for. Mm-hmm. I'm interested. Have you seen season 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking good. Just as good as the first season, or maybe even better?
Better.
All right. And that's where I kind of think, like, that's where you, like, with these shows, it takes a couple seasons for them to hit their stride. Like, season 1 was them just figuring it out. Mm-hmm. Season 2 is, okay, now we've kind of figured it out. Season 3 is, like, perfection. Season 4, they either can continue the perfection if they keep innovating, or we're just going to be putting out the same old shit, and then it starts to fall off, potentially. So I'm curious to see season 2, but season 1, fucking great. It was hilarious. That first episode where it's like an introduction of everything, and basically they're like, the one guy's trying to figure out where his cheese is going.
What about that whole 3-minute monologue where he's breastfeeding that thing?
Yeah. He's breastfeeding one of those. Yeah, that was hilarious. And then he pulls it out of his drawer too, or whatever. Like,
it was on the table.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's like struggling to breathe.
Yeah. He's just breastfeeding.
It's in a mini suit.
Yeah. And then where they go, their whole first mission is to help that guy fucking
not kill himself.
Not kill himself, and he's got the fucking 500 Magnum just pointing to his head
the whole time. They're
on a roller coaster. And then right at the end, when they've tried everything, and he's like, "Yep." He literally says that thing about how life is
the monologue, yeah.
That whole monologue about how life is just miserable, and
it's just trying to find one high next to another.
Yeah, it makes what's his name, Pim, fucking just like he turns into a permanent like shocked thing, and then
I just love at the end total position, because he was like this grayed out fucking guy, and Pim's like this whole happy-go-lucky kid and whatever. And then the episode, the old guy's like, he found his purpose in life. He's all happy and shit. And the pimp's just like,
yeah. Which was funny. His purpose in life was killing those little fucking things.
Those things are great too.
Those things are great too. The little infestation of those things. And then he fucking shoots one and disappears it. And there's just like a little fucking splatter.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And he does it again. And then he's like, I think I found my purpose. And then the commercial at the end is like,
where he cleans up all good and shit.
Yeah, he just fucking basically goes and exterminates. He's like an exterminator for those things.
And it's just like that's like, yes, which is why I think if you like this, I think you'll like the whole the abridged series I'm trying to get you to watch.
Oh, the Jujutsu Kaisen one?
Because it's just fucking randomness. That's all it fucking is. There's another one from another group. I forgot what their name was, but I saw like one of those YouTube shorts of it. I couldn't stop laughing. It was called the Sukuna tries to get Yuji canceled. And basically Gojo like, oh, he's saying this shit. It goes, hold on, let's play a little game. Let him answer. Just say the first word that comes to mind when I say something. Nazis. Justified. It's like, this. corona vaccine, coronavirus, the calling, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
He goes, black people, and he's about to say the N word. Like, nope, we're done. But that was another group.
Yeah.
But I just love it because the humor just randomly comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like when they're going through all the rides at Allen Land.
Yeah. Allen World, and they're like, who? He's they're like
you can meet Allen, and like nobody's even in line for him.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, and they're like, he's like, I don't fucking know. But it's all based on this guy that nobody even gives a shit about, which is hilarious.
And then like when they're on they're showing them on all the rides, and then they show them all three on the Ferris wheel with the sunset coming down, and just pictures of randomly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the greatest character of all time, Mr. Frog.
Oh, Mr. Frog, dude, that episode was hilarious.
Can I pull your hair? I would prefer if you didn't.
He does it anyways, yeah. Mr. Frog just gets canceled. They cancel him, and then it's Glim fucking goes in and
all he does is just spits on people,
and then he's like, "Okay, man, we've had enough of this. We need you to not do this anymore." And he's like, And he's speaking his weird language, blah 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 blah, and then he's just saying it, and then everybody's like, in the audience, they're like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And they're all like booing and getting crazy, and then he fucking spits on the guy when he gets crazy, and then everybody's like, "Oh yeah," and he's like. And then the guy's like, "Yeah, I knew it. I saved Mr. Frog the whole time." And then Mr. Frog comes in at the end and he's like, "Listen, blah, 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 blah." He gives his whole monologue.
Hello.
When he's on Jimmy Fallon, they get him on Jimmy Fallon and he's fucking like...
He goes unhinged.
Unhinged completely. And they're like, "Oh, no, man." Like, they're like, "Dude, this is it. You're done, man." Yeah. Like...
I can't wait till next season because he runs for president.
Oh, he does?
It's fucking great.
Oh, man, that's going to be awesome. What was another good episode?
When Charlie dies. He goes,
yeah.
That's my favorite episode of season 1.
That was a good one, man.
He goes, "Well, take a nice little hard sucker candy with you." Like, "Uncle, Grandma." Okay.
Yeah. That was fucking hilarious.
No, my whole favorite thing about that episode was the person of torture. He's like,
"Oh, yeah."
Like, "Dude, I swear to God, if you do that again, I'm going to punch you. I'm not even joking." And then, like, halfway through the episode, he comes out of nowhere. Boom.
Punches him, yeah.
Just so fucking random, dude. I love this show.
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious.
Pim's family.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 80 kids running around the house, and his sister's like giving them the shit. Like, he goes, "Yeah, that's my beautiful sister. Yeah, we give ourselves the business, but we still love each other." "No, Pim, I genuinely hate you. There was nothing about you that I like."
Oh, dude, and then that one where they were trying to figure out who murdered the fucking the restaurant guy, the salty whatever restaurant dude.
Oh, right, yeah.
They just randomly got in there, and then they're like, "Oh my God, he's dead. Like, we got to call the police." And they call the police, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we don't handle that anymore due to budget issues." And then the police call the boss, and then the boss calls him. He's like, "Hey guys, we have a job for you. You have to figure out who killed the salty." And he's like, "Oh shit, I guess that's us now. Oh, all right, cool." And then I guess we're detectives now. That was hilarious. And then at the end, it turned out like he had a heart attack, but all of them did try to kill him. They did something that would have killed him if he was alive.
Yeah.
But they're like, "Well, he was already dead when you guys did that, so well, I guess you're all free to go." And they're like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." And then they go outside and they start destroying the fucking town. Oh man, that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Enchanted Forest one with the D&D one, which it was like The Hobbit, dude. Like there was the Lord of the Rings type shit where Pym was becoming fucking like Gollum or whatever.
Yeah.
And that other dude did that. What the fuck was the guy's name?
Charlie?
No. The Mip. That was his name.
Yeah.
Which was just Pym reversed basically, and he was trying to become his new best friend. And he looks like essentially the Hobbit from those 1970s,
the
original animated Hobbit movies, which was pretty fucking cool.
Those were fucking great movies.
Yeah,
the original ones.
Yeah, they were.
Well, the first two. The third one was Bram Stoker, whatever his name was.
Yeah, I heard that the third one was like terrible.
Yeah, it was bad. It was fucking horrible.
I kind of want to do on this podcast, I kind of want to do a Lord of the Rings episode. Or series, do the whole.
There's a good one from the Nostalgia Critic. He has a segment he does called Old versus New.
Yeah.
So it's like the old version of the movies and the new versions.
Right.
He compares them and says which one he thinks is better. Like the Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And he compared it to the Andrew Garfield one. He did these Lord of the Rings. He compared the fucking Hollywood ones to these animated ones.
Yeah.
And the one that surprised me, what was it? Fuck, I lost it. But he does a lot of good. Like the one that I really like was so the old version was called the Ten Commandments, I think.
Oh,
and then the new version is the Prince of Egypt.
Oh, okay.
The animated one.
Yeah.
And surprisingly enough, he gave it to the animated one.
Oh, wow.
Because the Prince of Egypt, the animated one from DreamWorks, is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. But I'm saying he does a really good segment on that, and he talks about how good they were, but you can't compare them to the Hollywood one.
No, that's true. I don't know. I just kind of wanted an excuse to watch the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies again, and then we could talk about them on here. That'd be interesting. Mm-hmm. And then we could also get, because you can't, I don't think it's on any streaming service. I had to buy I found the DVD versions of them online. Mm-hmm. So I'd have to buy them, but it's got all three of them. So we could watch them all and then obviously talk about that too. Do an episode on each one. That could be a series, a Lord of the Rings series on here. I'm down to maybe do that. And then, I don't know. See what else we can do. But anyways, that'd be kind of cool. But back to Smiling Friends, that one where they brought the frowning friends moved in across the street. That one was fucking hilarious.
But you guys told me for my second favorite character.
Yeah.
You guys were trying to make me sad. But get out of my head, man. Get out of my head.
Yeah. And then
they meet the other guy, and then it's just him in disguise. He's like, get out of my head! Get out of my head!
And then Mr. Boss comes and wants to fucking kill them or whatever. That was the best.
Yeah.
And then, dude, okay. This episode was stupid as shit if you really think about it. Uh-huh. But it was hilarious. It was the one where they go to Brazil and they're literally...
It was pointless. Fucking pointless.
It did not do anything for the fucking storyline.
They didn't even go into Brazil proper.
All they did was land at the airport and then realize Pim fucked up and didn't make the reservations. And then they're sitting at this restaurant. They order... I don't know why he ordered... He's like, yeah, can I get a side of fries?
For the table,
For the table. Just, the smallest side of fries you guys have.
Glib eats it.
Yeah, and Glib eats it all. And then basically...
And fries sound good right now.
Yeah, they do, man. Basically, they're just sitting there talking about how, trying to find another hotel, and they can't because
there's a convention or something in town.
Well, it was that fucking big thing, not
Carnival,
or whatever, or something like that. I think they kept calling it Mardi Gras, but it's not because that's in here in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you know what, guys? I think it's just best if we just turn back around and just leave. Yeah. And then that's what they ended up doing. Fucking hilarious, man. That was the last episode of the season too, which was funny.
It was also the shortest episode of the season too.
Yeah, true. So, I'm actually really looking forward to watching season 2 this week.
It's fucking good, dude.
And I can't wait to do the next episode talking about Smiling Friends because this show is great. Honestly, man, it's up there.
Yeah.
With Adult Swim shows. This might be top 5.
I was like, you can put it over Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
No, it's not over Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Which
Aqua Teen Hunger Force
is it your favorite?
Number 1.
Okay.
Followed by Frisky Dingo / the Extacles Show or whatever the fuck that was. That's number 2. But Aqua Teen Hunger Force is the funniest fucking...
Wasn't even that show that Adam fucking loved? I'm old gay.
Oh, Old Gary?
Yeah.
That was...
Get the Baileys.
Yeah. You ever drink Baileys from a shoe?
I'm Old Greg.
Old Greg. The Legend of Old Greg. That was the show was called The Mighty Boosh.
Yeah, that was just random shit, right?
Yeah, it was kind of a random skit show.
Yeah.
I'm Old Greg.
Tim and Eric, awesome show.
Yeah, Tim and Eric, awesome show was good. Obviously, Venture Brothers was a good Adult Swim show.
And then the anime block too.
Oh, man.
Adult Swim is the reason is where I first watched the Full Metal Alchemist series.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Adult Swim had Samurai Jack on it too.
Well, it
was on Cartoon Network, but it was
they finished it
on Adult Swim, yeah.
Because they wanted to make it, because everybody that watched it growing up
is adult now, yeah.
It's adult now, so yeah.
Yeah, fucking what's another? Oh man, Eric Andre had the show.
Oh fuck yeah, there. Let me in. Let me in.
Oh man, you remember Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Fuck yeah.
Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
I love that show so much.
Yeah, that one.
That had Stephen Colbert in it.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Fuck, dude, what was that one? That famous line goes, Space Ghost, you're still alive? Goes, somebody goes, yeah, or something. I can't remember what the setup was. Where he goes, what are you doing here? You should be dumpster diving for ham scraps. You chicken McNobody.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
And that led to the Brack show.
Yeah, the Brack show. Man, I didn't know this, that they have a nostalgia block called Checkered Past, and they got classic Cartoon Network programming such as Dexter's Laboratory, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Well, it makes sense. Checkered Past. That was their old logo with the checkered flag.
Yeah. And then Toonami Rewind, which just launched in May, has Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and Sailor Moon, stuff like that. It's like older anime that they originally started. Man, that's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adult Swim had a lot of fucking great shit on there. Fuck, man, that's where I used to watch reruns of fucking American Dad and like Family Guy too.
Yeah.
Because they'd air those at like, it'd be like at 1 a.m. or whatever, like 2 a.m. when nothing else was on. They would just have reruns of that.
It was so weird, like at 10:30, like watching like whatever, fucking Steven Universe, whatever. No, it wasn't even before Steven Universe. Just random cartoons that they had.
Yeah.
And then just see like 3, 2, 1. Cartoon Network signing off. And then the Adult Swim
shit came on. Yeah. God, that doesn't see, and that's a thing of the past now because of streaming services. Like now it's all on demand. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to wait. Like fuck, man. Kids today will, and God, we sound like such fucking old people, but it's true. Kids today will never know what that's like. Like that's an experience that no one today, if you were born after 2015, you likely don't know what that is. You'll never experience that.
But even then, that was abnormal too. Like it's abnormal for two networks to share a channel.
Sure, yeah, but it worked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Cartoon Network was designed for kids, so
right.
Kids are gonna be in bed by 11, so
yeah.
So it makes sense for them to sell that time off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, during the summers, man, like, damn, that's crazy.
What?
You know when it launched?
2001.
Yeah, but you know when it launched? In 2001?
September 11th?
September the 2nd. It launched like 9 days before 9/11. They launched this. Which is crazy.
So that they launched when we were in middle school.
Yeah, 8th grade. Because 2002, no, we were in the same grade.
I'm just fucking with you. You old fuck.
Whatever. Yeah, that was middle school when it launched. I remember fucking staying up like during the summers and shit.
I didn't get into Adult Swim until high school.
Oh yeah,
I didn't have cable, so
I guess that's true. I will say that is the one luxury I did have because my dad was fucking obsessed with watching like all of the fucking like news channels, and you could not have that on like, but you had to have like, well, we had DirecTV. That was the one thing that, well, I remember we had cable back in the day where it was the box and it was the red numbers on it.
Yeah, I remember that shit with the wood panels.
With the wood panels, yeah. And we had that, and then we moved into DirecTV at some point. I think it was cheaper than cable, so my dad obviously is a cheapskate, so he got DirecTV, and then
it became the most expensive one out there.
Yeah, basically.
Fuck, are they still around?
Yeah, I have a dish on my house that I put when we bought it. I got DirecTV when we first moved in here.
I remember that.
Because the Spectrum cable was garbage. I hated it. We had to have it. Oh no, we had AT&T at the apartment. We had the AT&T Uvers. And
waste of fucking money.
Waste of fucking money, man. Waste of money. Spectrum internet is good. The cable is garbage, or it was garbage. I don't know what it's like now, but I mean,
well, you can pay for their streaming service now.
Oh yeah,
so you can watch TV.
Yeah, because DirecTV has Stream now, which is basically the internet version of DirecTV.
Which is funny because they're doing it from what I've been told, they do it worse than YouTube TV.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like?
that YouTube TV is better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I was stealing my parents' DirecTV stream for a while, but they dumped it because they were like,
it wasn't worth it for them either.
Yeah. Now my dad watches everything on YouTube.
Well, I pay for premium.
Yeah, which is funny because Chloe. That's why Chloe inadvertently got my dad into YouTube because she would always watch stuff on YouTube, and my dad was like on there one day and was like, "Huh, what's this?" And he's like, "Oh, look at all these things and look at all this. Oh my god!" And then now he has YouTube. I don't know if he has YouTube TV, but
you asked us to use the mine thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I ended up getting the free trial for Game Rage because there was something. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or just cancel it. But
whatever, I'm paying for mine.
I mean, you got yours, yeah. So
when I was like, because every once in a while, it's just like my feed's like, oh, Baby Shark or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they must start using it again.
Yeah. So, but yeah, fucking Adult Swim is a great fucking network, man. They're still putting out quality stuff.
I don't know. What do they have nowadays?
The current lineup?
I know they have Rick and Morty, but what else?
Let me see here. The current lineup. Let me do current Adult Swim shows. Man, we should get some fries after this.
I'm down.
All right, so fuck, Robot Chicken still on?
Yep. I forgot about Robot Chicken.
God damn, that's another good one, man. Current programming. Okay, so we have Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah.
Still on.
The reruns, all right?
Yeah, well, let me see. Did it end? Narrated by opening composer seasons. It looks like
I thought that shit ended a long time ago.
so. Oh yeah, no. Well, the original release was 2000 to 2015, and then now it says the new release is November 26, 2023 to present. But what the fuck is that?
Whatever. Continue.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me just. I just want to know. It says in January 2023. Okay, it was the longest running Adult Swim series until it was surpassed by Robot Chicken in 2020. A 12th season consisting of 5 episodes was announced in January 2023 and premiered on November 26, 2023, making it once again the longest running Adult Swim series. Mm-hmm. But so there's new episodes that have come out that I did not know existed.
Cool.
Now we'll have to watch those and do an episode on this. Anyways, going back to the current shows, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Robot Chicken, a show called Off the Air.
That sounds familiar.
Rick and Morty. Another show we forgot about, Primal.
No, you forgot.
No, I mean, we forgot about like right now.
Oh, yeah. I saw the whole thing.
I've seen the whole thing too. I watched it on, because it's on HBO Max. Yeah. That's the other thing that's cool, is on the HBO Max, it's all the Adult Swim shit's on there.
It's Time Warner Bottom.
Yeah. So, and then we got a show called YOLO, and then Teenage Euthanasia. Don't know what that is. Smiling Friends, and Royal Crackers. Those are the
current Adult Swim
lineup. That is the new shit. They have a ton of stuff that's syndicated. I mean, Futurama, American Dad, King of the Hill, Bob's Burgers. I mean, obviously for Toonami programming, they have One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Demon Slayer. The Toonami Rewind is regular Naruto, Sailor Moon.
Interesting.
And then they show repeats of a ton of shit.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, what's upcoming programming? Rick and Morty, the anime. What?
I guess.
No, that's a thing. Rick and Morty, the anime. It premieres August 15th, 2024. That's interesting. All right, well, we'll see what's up. What the hell is Uzumaki? Is that a new Naruto show?
No, Uzumaki. It's not Uzumaki proper. I thought the same thing too.
Oh, it says it's a Japanese horror manga series.
Like it's not pronounced Uzumaki.
All right.
Or maybe it is. I don't know.
Maybe. Anyways, cool. All right. Finally, Friends. Excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you rate it?
9 out of 10.
How many?
9.
Yeah, that's what I'd give it. 9 out of 10. 9. Mm-hmm. 9 out of 10. It's a solid fucking show. You guys should check it out and watch it. Anyways, you got anything else to add?
Use a bitch.
I have no comment to that. I have no rebuttal. Anyways, cool. Well, thanks for checking us out. Listening to this. Go check out Smiling Friends on fucking HBO Max or wherever the fuck you listen to it or can watch it. But yeah. If you want to see all our podcasts, you go to GameRageMagazine.com. If you want to check us out on social media, you can follow us at Game Rage Magazine on Instagram and TikTok, at Game Rage Mag on Twitter /X, at Game Rage Magazine on YouTube, anime_syndicate_podcast to follow Frank and hear all of his wonderful musings of anime. And also, you should listen to the Anime Syndicate podcast because if you listen to this episode, you probably like fucking anime. So go listen to the Anime Syndicate podcast. Anyways, that'll do it for us. We'll catch you on the next one.
Oh, hey there, buddy. It's me, 1930s announcer guy, here to congratulate you on making it through this episode. As our heroes are getting in their jalopies and riding off into the literal sunset, they wanted me to tell you thanks for listening to their radio broadcast, and should you be so kind as to follow them on some fancy schmancy radio station publication called Instagram and TikTok at Game Range Magazine, and on some other thing called Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Also, they wanted me to inform you and ask if you could be so kind again as to visit something called a website at www.GameRageMagazine.com. I don't know what that is, buddy, but you should probably go do those things. And, don't forget to tune in next time to the Game Rage Movies and TV radio broadcast.